And South Australia's Treasurer has promised pensioners won't be left behind despite an Abbott government cut to council rate concessions. Tom Koutsantonis has demanded the Commonwealth reverse the cut, but isn't hopeful that it will happen in tomorrow's federal budget.
A pledge to pensioners from the state's Treasurer.
And pensioners, quite frankly, have built this state, have built this country, and we're not going to leave them behind.
Tom Koutsantonis and the Wetherell government have fought a public and bitter battle, calling on the federal government to reverse cuts to pensioner concessions in the last budget. On the eve of this year's federal budget, it's a battle he concedes may be lost.
I think that Mr Abbott and Mr Hockey have made a decision that they can get away with this cut.
But the state government is open to picking up the funding slack for a second year.
We are considering what we will do if these cuts aren't reinstated. We've got to find that money from somewhere.
The opposition says expected additional GST funds should be used.
They're only about $30 million a year. $144 million unbudgeted money coming in is more than enough to pay for the pensioner concessions.
But the size of the state's GST windfall won't be known until the budget is delivered tomorrow night. The Treasurer says his highest priority during talks with his federal counterpart Joe Hockey has been securing funding for the state's health system.
We've got a very good healthcare system. It's probably the best in the world, and it's the envy of the world. And I'd hate to think that this government, this Commonwealth government, are doing any harm to it.
Rory McLaren, 9 News.
And we'll have full coverage of the budget and how it'll affect your family in 9 News at 6 tomorrow, followed by a budget special at 10:40 tomorrow night.